Hello dear students, welcome to my another virtual class for the students of class 6 English version. How are you boys and girls? Hope you are all staying safe because you are staying home. We are in the block situation because there is a lockdown for 21 days, okay, for our administration, local administration. Okay. Before starting my lessons, I would like to tell you a story, okay? Suppose in these rainy seasons, the days of rain, your parents or I send you to buy an umbrella. When you go further 1 or 2 steps, I call you back and tell, remember, buy an umbrella which will be very strong. As soon as possible, you will have to search the strongest umbrella and it will be sustainable. Okay, this end of the story or end of the order. What do you mean by strong or the strongest? What do you mean by the sustainable? Yes, the meaning of sustainable. So from these words sustainable or sustaining, you will find the subject matter of today's lesson, today's lecture. Okay. Sustainable means, first of all, we have to know the sustainable. What is sustainability? What is sustainable? Sustainable means if you buy a strong umbrella, you will fulfill the demand of this year, this rainy season, and after the rainy season you will keep the umbrella for further use in 3, 2 or 4 years more. Okay, if you will buy an strong umbrella, this is called sustainable. একটু বাংলায় বলি কেমন? টেকসই। টেকসই বিষয়টা কি বোঝায়? তুমি একটা দোকান থেকে ছাতা কিনতে গেলা, মজবুত থেকে যদি একটা ছাতা কিনে আনো, তাহলে তুমি এই বর্ষাকালে ছাতাটা ভালো মতো ব্যবহার করতে পারবা। তারপরে আগামী বর্ষার জন্য, এর পরের বর্ষার জন্য তুমি ছাতাটাকে সংরক্ষণ করতে পারবা, সেটা দিয়ে তোমার বৃষ্টি থেকে বাঁচতে পারবা। দেখো, তাইলে সাস্টেনেবল বিষয়টা হচ্ছে বর্তমানে চাহিদা পূরণ করব, তারপরে ভবিষ্যতের পরিকল্পনা অনুযায়ী এটা ভবিষ্যতের জন্য সংরক্ষণ করব, কোনো হ্যাম্পার যাতে না হয়। এমন একটা ছাতা কিনে নিয়ে আসলা, সেখান থেকে কালি বেরোচ্ছে, তো তোমার জামা নষ্ট হয়ে যাবে। এগুলো সাস্টেনেবিলিটির বিপরীত বিষয়। তাহলে টেকসই বিষয়টা কিরকম? টেকসই আমরা সবসময় বলি, আমি একটা মজবুত টেকসই বাড়ি নির্মাণ করব, তার মানে আমি বসবাস করব, আমার ভবিষ্যৎ প্রজন্ম সেই বাড়িতে বসবাস করতে পারবে অনেক বছর ধরে। ওকে, কোনো ক্ষতির সম্মুখীন না হয়ে বর্তমানে চাহিদা পূরণ হবে, ভবিষ্যতের জন্য উপকারী হবে, এটাকে বলা হয় সাস্টেনেবিলিটি। এবার আসো আমাদের পাঠে। লেটস গেট ইনটু আওয়ার লেসন। ইয়েস, for class 6 English version Bangladesh and Global Studies, chapter number 13, Sustainable Development Goals. What is Sustainable Development Goals? Sustainable Development Goals are some targets which will fixed by United Nations sister organizations, UNDP, United Nations Development Program for the betterment, for the well-being of the nations of the world. Okay, first of all, we have to know about the United Nations. What is United Nations? United Nations is a committee. United Nations is a forum, okay, of the nations. United Nations organized in 1945, 24 October. Okay, today's world, we have 195 free and sovereign country, that means independent country like us, but the United Nations member country is 193. 193 United Nations member country are 193. We are the 36th member country of United Nations. When we got the recognitions as the member of United Nations in 1974, 17th September, we have got the recognitions from the United Nations as independent country as the member of this organization, this committee, this forum, international forum, the biggest forum of the world, okay, internationally recognized. Yes, United, we have known in short about United Nations MDG. Before the SDG, we have some goals, eight goals for eradication of poverty, hunger, sanitation, like these 8 goals worldwide for all the countries of the world, especially for the developing countries like Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, Nepal, Bhutan, Pakistan, India, okay, Ethiopia, okay, Madagascar, the developing country all over the world, okay. MDG, Millennium Development Goals. Millennium Development Goals has had 8 points. These was set in 2020 for 15 years, 2020 to 2015. We have achieved this goal successfully as a nation. Okay, Bangladesh has achieved this goal. Okay, and this is the time for new goals for the betterment of the nations. These are called Sustainable Development Goals. Sustainable Development Goals. There are 17 goals for attaining, for achieving. These will be our target. Okay, I will discuss about this target, these goals. As this, we have learned what is sustainability. So, if we want to get sustainability, want to achieve sustainability as a nation, we will have to follow these goals, this Charter of United Nations according to UNDP. Sustainable goals was fixed in 2016. In 2016 January. This sustainable goal attaining period has been started in 2016 January. It will be end. The time period, the period will be, the timeline, the deadline will be finished in 2030, December 31, 2030. Within 15 years, we will have to attain these 17 goals. That time we will be proven as a successful nation, successful government, okay, and a free and happy country. Let's start our discussions. Before start our discussions, I would like to tell you, after finishing this learning, these lessons, we are all able to know about the United Nations to explain SD, Sustainable Development. Yes, Sustainable Development. This kind of development which will be durable, which will not hamper the environmental settings, okay, which will be better for our future generations. This is called a sustainable development. Yeah, I would like to make a bridge, but if I spoil the flow of the river, this will not be the sustainable development. Rivers are very important for the agriculture, irrigation, okay, water supply. I would like to build some special 5-star sanitary latrine, but the drain will be connected to the rivers. So this is nothing. This is not the sustainable development. Okay. Let's start discussion. You will be able to explain SDG. Will be, and there have 17 goals, but all of these 17 goals have only 3 gists. The gist of these 17 goals is social progress, economic growth, and the environmental protections. All of these 17 goals are promote these 3 major aspects: social progress, economic growth, environmental protection. Let's start our SDG goals, discussion of SDG goals. The goal number 1, poverty, about poverty. The short form of these 17 goals is poverty, hunger, good health, education, gender equality, water and sanitation. And the next, energy, economic growth, industry, inequalities. That means reducing inequalities, reduction of inequalities, sustainable cities and communities, and responsible consumption and reproduction, and climate action. The next, life below water, life on land, peace, justice, and strong institutions. And the final one, the last one, is partnership among the nation for attaining these goals. Let's discuss elaborately about this goal. Goal number 1, ending poverty. Ending poverty in all forms by 2030. This will be our goal. In today's world, in Bangladesh, we have 12% people who are living under poverty line. What is poverty? That means consumption of $1.25 daily is called as poor people. The people who consume the food value is $1.25 only in a day. That means 90 taka or the 100 taka daily. Who consume 100 taka daily in 3 meals? That means 1 meal is 30 taka only, 1 meal is 35 taka only. They are poor basically. International definition of poor economically, in the economic definition, this is. The next point is, after poverty, the next goal is ending hunger, achieving food security, and improved nutrition, and promoting sustainable agriculture. Sustainable agriculture, if we want to grow many more foods, if we will use so much fertilizer, so much insecticides, these will hamper the soil quality, and after some years, after few days, the land will not able to grow crops for the chemical fertilizers, okay, for the contamination of the chemicals. This will not be the sustainable agriculture. Sustainable agriculture means we will fulfill our demand today, and our future generation will be able to fulfill their demands by using this soil. We will not hamper the soil quality. This is called the sustainable agriculture, like the umbrella which you brought from the stall, okay. Next, the point number 3 is ensuring healthy life and well-being. Ensuring healthy life and well-being, this is very for providing proper health care, proper medical facility. We should ensure healthy life and well-being. And the point number 4 is ensuring inclusive and equitable education for all. You are the students. I am also a student, okay. In the upper level, I am also a student. You are also the student. So in the SDG goals, there is a point for us. We are feeling very proud for this. SDG goal number 4 is for us, for the students, for the learners. This goal is ensuring inclusive and equitable quality education. Quality education. Education will be qualityful, okay. We will go to school, achieve a certificate. This is not the quality education. Growing ability will be the proper educations, quality educations, okay. The goal number 4 is ensuring inclusive and equitable quality educations. Equitable quality education, সকলের জন্য শিক্ষার সুযোগ, ওকে, গুণগত শিক্ষা, যে শিক্ষা দিয়ে জীবন উন্নতি করা যায়, কৃষির প্রসার ঘটানো যায়, জ্ঞান বিজ্ঞানের প্রসার ঘটানো যায়, বিজ্ঞান প্রযুক্তির প্রসার ঘটানো যায়, okay. That like this. And the point number 5 is, the goal number 5 is achieving gender equality and empowering all women and girls. Women and girls empowerment is also a goal of United Nations Sustainable Development Sectors by UNDP. And the goal number 6 is ensuring availability and sustainable management of water and sanitation for all. Sustainable water and sanitation for all. I told about this. If I would like to build some 5-star latrine, okay, washroom, but the garbage drain will be connected to the rivers, this will not be sustainable things, okay. Our water will be polluted, and this will contaminated with the water, and if we use this water in the irrigation, say for drinking, this will be the cause of many more dangerous and critical diseases, okay, complex diseases. This will bring to us many more complex diseases, okay. Now, goal number 7 is ensuring affordable, reliable, sustainable and clean energy for all. affordable, sustainable, reliable, and clean energy for all. Clean energy is visible. Is the energy is visible? Okay. Clean energy means if we build nuclear plant here and there for only the electricity purpose, power purpose, this will hamper our world, our environment from the radiation. From the radiation, our beloved universe, beloved earth will be destroyed. Only for the power purpose, if we will use many more nuclear, unsafe nuclear plant for the explosion, for the radiation, our world will be destroyed. This is not the clean energy, affordable energy. Okay, we can use solar panel. Okay, we can use power plant, the water plant. If we have a power plant, this water plant in Kaptai, Chittagong, beside us in Rangamati. Okay, Rangamati, we have a reliable, sustainable, affordable power plant, waters. Okay, Kaptai water power plant. Okay, water based power plant, Kaptai Jalavidyut Prakalpa. Yes, this is called the sustainable power plant. Okay, energy source. We can use the windmill, and also we can use the solar panel for the electricity supply in the houses and the industries. Okay, the goal number 8 is promoting sustained, inclusive and sustainable economic growth, full and productive employment and decent work for all. Yes, I am repeating this one again. Promoting sustained, inclusive and sustainable economic growth, full and productive employment and decent work for all. Okay, decent work for all. I have the ability, so I can do any decent work. I would not want to be a deliverer because I have the quality. I am a graduate and recently I have completed my post graduation, so I have the right to do something decent. This is the aim of United Nations, to provide me something decent to do. Okay, smart something. Yes, I am also doing the smart things. Thank you the world system, thank you the government, thank you the BCPSC authority to provide me as a chance to doing something decent. Okay, I am a teacher. I am a teacher of the glorious institutions BCPSC. So this is obviously a decent work. But I have told that no work, we can't avoid any kind of manual work. Every work have the dignity. Dignity of work is very important. All kind of work has equal dignity, if you think philosophically. Okay. Next, the goal number 9. Goal number 9, building disaster resistant sustained infrastructure and promoting inclusive and sustainable industrialization and fostering innovation. We should fostering innovations. You have to, we should provide fund to you if you want to innovate something new. If you want to innovate something new, the government, the world should provide you the support, the funding for this innovating. This is called the fostering. And we should building disaster resistant sustainable infrastructure. We should build our bridge, our roads and our buildings which will be able to resist the natural disaster. Yes, okay. And promoting inclusive and sustainable industrialization. If we will be a developed, want to be a developed nations, the sustainable industrialization should set up. But like China, like America, we will emit so much carbon dioxide. This will hamper our world in future. Now we are affecting for this effect. The ice melting day by day for the carbon dioxide emission so much, for cutting down the trees randomly. Okay, shortages of oxygen, and the green plants consume the carbon dioxide. So there is an imbalance situations. Just now this has been started. The hazardous situation has been started. We are affecting by the virus. COVID-19 is for maybe the environmental issue. Maybe this will maybe an environmental issue. Okay. Next, goal number 10 is reducing inequality within and among nations, among countries, reducing inequality within and among countries. What kind of inequalities? If we are a developing country like Bangladesh, the United Nations is USA, United Nation of America, okay, or the UK, United Kingdom, France, other developed nations. But in international trade and commerce, we should the right to equal participation, okay. As a poor nations, if they don't provide us the access to this international trade equally, this will be unequal. But in China industrialization, China's industrializations will hamper us. It is not our economy. China's industrializations will hamper our environment, will hamper our economy. Is not a sustainable industrializations, okay, among the nations. This is called the sustainable industrializations, which will be better for all, not for a particular nation, okay. Sustainable industrialization. But yes, this is we should praise about this. China has made some products which is very reliable for us, and we can use this kind of products with a short cost, with a minimum cost, okay. This will be good for all. And the goal number 11, the goal number 11 is making cities and human settlement inclusive, safe, resilient and sustainable. Resilient and sustainable. Making cities, human settlements inclusive, safe, resilient and sustainable. Okay. মানুষের বসবাসের জায়গা আছে না, মানুষের আবাসস্থলগুলোকে স্থিতিস্থাপক করতে হবে, দীর্ঘস্থায়ী করতে হবে, মানুষকে নিরাপত্তা দান করতে হবে, অন্তর্ভুক্তিমূলক হতে হবে। যেমন সকলে বসবাস করবে, কিছু মানুষ বস্তিতে বসবাস করবে, কিছু মানুষ উপরের তলায় বসবাস করবে, কিছু মানুষ 5 বছর একটা অঞ্চলে বসবাস করার পর যুদ্ধের কারণে, ক্ষুধার কারণে, জলবায়ু পরিবর্তনের কারণে পালিয়ে বেড়াবে দেশান্তরে। সেটা সাস্টেইনেবল ডেভেলপমেন্ট নয়। সাস্টেইনেবল ডেভেলপমেন্ট মিনস মেকিং সিটিজ অ্যান্ড হিউম্যান সেটেলমেন্ট ইনক্লুসিভ। দ্যাট মিনস অন্তর্ভুক্তিমূলক, সকলেই একসাথে বসবাস করবে, সবকিছুতেই সবার স্বার্থ জড়িত থাকবে। যেমন ধরো এখন কোভিড-19 সিচুয়েশনে আমরা সকলেই কিন্তু এখন একই নৌকার যাত্রী হয়েছি। এখান থেকে আমাদের অনেক কিছু শেখার রয়েছে। COVID-19 is applicable to me, applicable to the richest person of the world. Bill Gates ও টেনশনে আছে, আমি মাস্টার মশাইও টেনশনে আছি, সবজিওয়ালাও টেনশনে আছে, মুদি দোকানদারও টেনশনে আছে। এই তো দিস ইজ কল ইনক্লুসিভ। সকলেই অন্তর্ভুক্তি হয়ে গিয়েছে রূপটাতে। এটা কিন্তু আনএক্সপেক্টেড। উই শুড, বাট হওয়া উচিত ছিল পৃথিবীর সব গুরুত্বপূর্ণ বিষয়ে সবার অন্তর্ভুক্তিকরণটাই জরুরি ছিল। ওকে, let's discuss about the goal number 12. Goal number 12 is ensuring sustainable consumption and production patterns. Sustainable consumption and production pattern. If we cut a tree, we should plant 2 or 3 more trees. This is called sustainability. Okay. If I eat 1 apple, I should plant 1 apple tree, like this. Sustainability. Okay. The responsible consumptions. I am very rich man, so I am wasting so many foods every day. But some poor man, some beggar, some helpless people, street people don't get even a single meal. This is not the responsible consumption and production pattern. The goal number 13 is taking urgent action to combat climate change and its impact. We should take urgent action to combat against the climate change. Okay, the natural disaster. To control the natural disaster, we should take urgent step like this: reducing the carbon dioxide emission. That means sustainable industrialization should start from right now. Okay, not cut down trees randomly. Sustainable consumption. Okay, this will be challenge the natural disaster. If we plant more and more trees, natural disaster will be stopped. For the forest obstacles, okay, forest obstacles, the flow of the winds, okay, in monsoon area, the tropical area like this. Okay, let's start the goal number 14. Goal number 14 is conserving and sustainably use the seas, oceans and marine resources for sustainable development. Conserving and sustainably use the seas, ocean and marine resources for sustainable development. We have some seas, we have some oceans and some water resource, that means marine resource. We should use this sustainably. The fishes of the oceans, the water of the oceans, the oil and gas, okay, from mine under the water, we should use this kind of resource sustainably for today very strongly and for our future generations. We have a very strong plan, very sustainable plan for our future generation. Next, the goal number 15 is protecting, restoring and promoting sustainable use of terrestrial ecosystem. Terrestrial, you know what is terrestrial ecosystem? স্থলজ বাস্তুতন্ত্র, পানিতে নয়। আমাদের যে আমরা যে স্থলে বসবাস করি না, জমিতে, জায়গায়, ভূমিতে যে গাছপালা, পুকুর, নদী রয়েছে, সেখানে পোকা, মাকড়, ভাইরাস, ব্যাকটেরিয়া সব কিছুর সমন্বয়, মানুষ, পাখি, পশু পাখি সবকিছু মিলে আমাদের বাস্তুতন্ত্র। ইকোসিস্টেম মানে হচ্ছে একটা নেট, সবার সাথে সবাই সম্পর্কিত। কাক যদি পৃথিবী থেকে বিলুপ্ত হয়ে যায় তাহলে পচা দুর্গন্ধ ছড়াবে মানুষের রেডিয়াস গুলা থেকে। কুকুর যদি বিলুপ্ত হয়ে যায়, বিড়াল যদি বিলুপ্ত হয়ে যায়, কেঁচো যদি বিলুপ্ত হয়ে যায়, তাহলে আমরাও একসময় বিলুপ্ত হয়ে যাব। দিস ইজ কল্ড ইকোসিস্টেম, দিস ইজ কল্ড দ্য টেরেস্ট্রিয়াল ইকোসিস্টেম। উই শুড প্রোটেক্ট দিস ফর আওয়ার ওন সেলফ, ফর আওয়ার বেটারমেন্ট। And the goal number of some of this, okay, terrestrial ecosystem, sustainably managing forest, combating deforestation and halting and preserving land degradation and halting biodiversity loss. বলেছিলাম জীববৈচিত্র্যগুলোরে রক্ষা করতে হবে, ওকে, নদী ভাঙ্গন রক্ষা করতে হবে, নতুন নতুন ভূমি সৃষ্টির প্রক্রিয়াকে উজ্জীবিত করতে হবে, ওকে। বাংলাদেশে নতুন একটা দ্বীপ সৃষ্টি হচ্ছে, অনেক মানুষের বসবাসের উপযুক্ত হবে, যেমন হাতিয়ার দ্বীপ, নিজুম দ্বীপ। এই দ্বীপগুলোতে এখন হিউম্যান সেটেলমেন্ট হচ্ছে। একটা দ্বীপে রোহিঙ্গাদেরকে পুনর্বাসন করার জন্য বিশাল প্রকল্প নেওয়া হয়েছে, 2,500 কোটি টাকার প্রকল্প, ওকে। এগুলা এভাবে নতুন ভূমি সৃষ্টি হওয়া। এখানে যদি আমরা ফরেস্ট সৃষ্টি করি, বন জঙ্গল, বনাঞ্চল সৃষ্টি করতে পারি, তাহলে ভূমিগুলো আর ভেঙে নদীগর্ভ, সমুদ্র গর্ভে তলিয়ে যাবে না। এটাকে বলা হয় নতুন নতুন ভূমি সৃষ্টিকে উজ্জীবিত করা, ওকে, মানুষের হিউম্যান সেটেলমেন্টের জন্য। The goal number 16, promoting peaceful and inclusive societies for sustainable development, promoting peaceful and inclusive societies for sustainable development, providing access to justice for all, and building effective, accountable, and inclusive institutions at all levels. Yes, promoting peaceful and inclusive societies for sustainable development. Inclusive societies, সমাজ হবে অন্তর্ভুক্তিমূলক, ধনী গরিব সবাই মিলেমিশে একাকার হয়ে বসবাস করবে। Everybody, each and every citizens of the country, every citizen, every member of the society will be equal before the law. আমি ধনী মানুষ, আমি অন্যায় করে পার পেয়ে যাব, গরিব মানুষ অন্যায় করলে সামান্য অপরাধের জন্য গুরুদণ্ড হবে। এগুলা আইনের দৃষ্টিতে সমতা নয়। সুন্দর সাস্টেইনেবল সোসাইটির জন্য আমাদেরকে আইনের দৃষ্টিতে সমতা আনতে হবে, ওকে। প্রমোটিং পিসফুল এন্ড ইনক্লুসিভ সোসাইটি ফর সাস্টেইনেবল ডেভেলপমেন্ট, ইনক্লুসিভ অন্তর্ভুক্তিমূলক, সকলেই সামাজিক বিষয়গুলোতে মতামত প্রদান করতে পারবে, ওকে। সবকিছুতে পলিটিক্যাল ইস্যু নিয়ে আসা যাবে না, বিরোধী, ওকে। As the member of society, we have the right to be inclusive in each and every matter of the society, okay. Providing access to justice for all, yes, ন্যায় বিচার পাওয়ার অধিকার সকলের রয়েছে। And building effective, accountable and inclusive institutions in our level. Our institutions should be very strong if we will want to get peace and justice, sustainable society. Institutions will be affected by nepotism. We will not get the proper result or the justice, okay. The goal number 17, the last goal, is strengthening the means of implementation and revitalizing the global partnership for sustainable development. Promoting the global partnership. We are in this modern time, the world is a global village. So each and every countries of the world are the member of a family. So we should build a very good partnership for attaining the goals. If we disagree in each and every point, we will not attain these goals. the goals of SDG, 17 goals. So we should keep emphasize the revitalizing the global partnership for sustainable development, strengthening the means of implementation, গোল অর্জনের মিনগুলাকে উপায়গুলাকে আমাদেরকে শক্তিশালী করতে হবে. Yes, this is called the goal number 17, strengthening the means of implementation and revitalizing the global partnership for sustainable development goal. That's all my discussions about the sustainable development goals. This is very interesting. I think this is not important for the students of class 6, 7, 8. This is important for the student class 6, 7, 8, 9, and also the student of intermediate and also the student of honors masters. This is a very hot cake for the recruitment test also. So you should learn about these 17 goals, keep abreasting with the Millennium Development Goals. After the 8 goals, we should attain the 17 goals. Thank you very much, dear students. I am providing you a homework as an assignment in this chapter number 13. After this discussion, there is a creative question. You should write down the answer of these creative questions and do WhatsApp to my WhatsApp ID. You know about my WhatsApp ID, WhatsApp number 01818555531. Okay. Goodbye. Stay home, please, and stay safe. We will meet soon.